It's going to be, first of all, it depends who will be our next president. That is the crucial question. I think at least that's the way I see it. In order to obtain certain results, we will have to go outside the political arena.
So who are you suggesting that might fill the shoes that would help our cause?
I won't give names.
Okay.
It's too early in the game, and it's a fluctuating scenario. I wouldn't go. There are people, but they have, in my opinion, in order to obtain viable results and real results, we will have to go this time totally outside the political arena, and do not choose anybody who has been connected one way or the other to the administration and to the what I call the gang of Washington.
Right.
That's absolutely out of, because then we will go back to the same game and with the same kind of disaster results.
Yeah, we would agree with that. Again, I still keep wondering, what could the right president do? Because if we're going to get the right president, we've got to kind of give him an idea of what we want from him.
Okay, then I will go directly to the question or to the answer you're looking for. Without any ranking or order in what should be done, should first of all put the relationship with Israel on a normal footing. Secondly, sit down with Vladimir Putin or whoever is in charge at that moment in Russia, and then start to win back ex-allies who today have been totally surprised by the treatment they received from our administration. And here I'm talking about Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the entire peninsula there, Kuwait, Oman, Treasure Coast, and things like that. All those people they've seen the moment Mubarak was thrown under the bus, they realized that United States was just plain words and nothing else, and that they wouldn't step in to the plate and do what was supposed to be done. I think that this is the things which have to be done immediately when the new administration comes into place. And first of all, most important is that whoever is going to be the president, because the president as such is not the crucial or the main point. It's the cabinet, the people he surrounds himself with.
Right.
And in my opinion, the key players will have to be designated as in the DoD, Department of Defense, State Department, and the intelligence community. The intelligence community is totally in disarray today.
Yeah, I in fact think that one of the criteria for the next president is certainly for him to announce who he's going to have surrounding him and to promise that he is going to go through our government and get rid of all of the appointments that Obama has made in these past 6, 7, 8 years.
No, but you see, in my opinion, what we should be doing, or what the next president should be doing, is having the people he surrounds himself with sign a pledge that they will not deviate from the promises.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Circumstance. Otherwise, they will be sent packing home.
Yeah, and in fact, there is a poison in the water that surrounds Washington. When people get there, they change. They change almost immediately. I mean, we had some historic elections, 2010, 2014, where we, the people, thought that we were building a Republican conservative majority. And even some of our friends immediately turned into establishment Republicans who are following this mantra towards war, actually. In fact, your paper says that war is more likely, not less likely. Can you expand upon that a little bit?
Yes, but coming back of the change that people make when they hit Washington, it's not surprising. You see, it's when they got there, they go there, I would say, with good intentions, and then immediately the old gangs surround them and they say, "Look, don't make waves. The system works. You will see that at the end of the day, you will be sitting at the table and you will get a piece of the cake." And that is when the people change and become what they are right now. That definitely. I'm sorry, I forgot what your original question was.
Well, I said that in the paper it says that war is more likely, not less likely. Mm-hmm. And that concerns me, of course, because is it inevitable that we're going to have a World War III?
I do not believe that we will get to that point if the right people are chosen in 2016. I have great hope and trust in human intelligence.
Good.
It's not inevitable, and I do not believe that Vladimir Putin has any desire of a world conflict. It's not in his interest. You see, what he's trying to do, as I said before, he is trying to rebuild the old Russian, to the Tsars. You see, he's opening to the Russian Orthodox Church, which some people did not understand, and they thought it was theatrical and it was not real, genuine. I dispute that. I think he is genuinely. You have to understand. Okay, people say, "Oh, but he's an ex-KGB," and then so what? Bush was ex-agency also. So what? I don't understand that the stigma that you put on people connected to the intelligence community is, in my opinion, totally misplaced.
Mr. Bruschweiler, this is Phil Stargell. You said that you didn't think that there would be a third world war, but maybe the time frame. There are things that could happen in a certain time frame that would trigger, such as if Iran were to be able to procure a nuclear device and put it on Israel, I'm sure that would trigger the Third World War.
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I'm sorry. I'll try to... I've gone through that scenario a couple of times with other people. And I think that my way of looking at it is the correct way. Now, let's just say as an example. First of all, I do not believe that Iran would be foolish enough, because they went through that game as well. So let's assume that they go and they do that foolish movement, and they send a nuclear attack on Israel. Israel will retaliate, and they are capable. There's no secret. Israel has the capacity and the means to deliver a response to Iran immediately. Now, by the time that response is triggered, Iran will go the next step, and what they will do, they will attack Saudi Arabia, but not the Saudis as such, but our bases, our army and air force base in Saudi Arabia. And that will bring us into, willingly or unwillingly, into the conflict. But it will not be a world conflict. It will be a regional, contained skirmish. I would put it that way.
Well, Wallace, that's why I'm saying it seems to me that nuclear destruction anywhere results in nuclear destruction everywhere.
No, but you see, today it's not. We're not going to the extent of Hiroshima or Nagasaki. We're doing. There are now sophisticated nuclear devices which are.
Okay, that scenario that.
Beg your pardon?
That scenario that you just completed.
Yes.
we're talking a regional nuclear war, but wouldn't it be more advisable to have conventional war in a region than nuclear war? The reason why it's so hard to have that is because I personally believe that the policy that George Bush was proceeding with would have had conventional war in that region, but there was such a backlash at George Bush that he had to back off, and so what we got now is the Obama administration putting a deal together that is much more favorable to Iran and their allies than it is to us. And it almost assures at least a regional nuclear conflict than anything proposed after a conventional conflict.
I think you're right to the point that says that it would generate a conflict, but I do not go to what you call the nuclear. The way you understand nuclear is we're talking about, I think, if I don't misunderstand you, we're talking about nuclear devices of the magnitude of Nagasaki, Hiroshima.
Yeah.
It's not. That is long gone. We have now sophisticated. And look, it can be nuclear or it can be chemical warfare. But it will be, I insist, I'll come back, it will be, in my opinion, and from what I hear in the Middle East, it will be a local conflict.
Wallace, will you stay with us after the break? We have a couple of important messages that we need to get to.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
My
yes.
pleasure.
The song is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. And that's the truth, but it's no small price that Iran paid for this influence and no small price that we'll pay to get our country back. We'll be back after these breaks.
And there's no